Get your nipples ready for this one, baby dolls. pDAI. Massive emergency stream. We have had to do this extra bonus, juicy, sexy updates. NineIronCapital has just dropped a massive load on your face. Get the wipes out. We have answered a question to a mysterious thing that has been plaguing our minds in pDAI for a long time. Is it possible to mint more pDAI? I have all of those updates coming your way and more. We're going to go through, before we even crack on, friends, all the baby dolls are in the chat. I see Dr. Pegger. I see Maddie Smead. I see DB Cooper. I see Emalianor, Mr. Tesca God, El Flynn Ryder, Moe, the boys. Plenty more. We've also got One Negative Nancy, Mr. Jeff Pezos. You will rename yourself, sir, to Jeff Pegos. He says, I don't believe in this anymore. Sir, for you, I've come pre-pegged. You understand? We're going to go through straight in, friends. This is the emergency news update. You see, friends, what's actually been happening is, I'll tell you what's happening. Yes, the crypto industry has been mogged, okay? It has been a total disaster. We are being thrown a bone. All right, a bit earlier than expected. Why? Well, maybe they feel sorry for us. Maybe they feel sorry for us, friends. Also, it might be a bit of a test. What do I mean by them throwing a bone? If you had a lot of rabid dogs with capital ready to buy at the slightest hint of any type of insider information, it would be available and prevalent right now. No one's doing it. Market's dead. So that you are swimming in alpha here and no one understands what's in front of them. We're going to go through NineIronCapital's post. Mr. NineIronCapital, mysterious PulseChain community member, drops a hot load on your face. The latest PulseChain P-Maker Ward discovery confirms, there's that word again, confirms pDAI can be minted on PulseChain Layer 2. This pDAI can be used in borrowing and lending pools on the Layer 2. So, that's a mouthful for all of us. Remember, PulseChain is a Layer 1. There is a Layer 2 out there. Where did it come from? NineIronCapital. How do we know? A transaction on PulseChain went outbound. Everyone on PulseChain who hears this, who sees this, they want to know what's going on the Layer 2. Let us peek inside. Silence! And keep your nipples pegged. There's no peeking inside. They will probably reveal the magic trick. You're not allowed to see inside. There is no RPC connection server thingamajig. There's nowhere to check. It's not connected to the world. There's an outbound message. Why is there an outbound message? NineIronCapital has shared some hints. Because the big juggernaut DeFi system of PulseChain is not just limited to the Layer 1. It involves a Layer 2. Remember, there has also been the forking of Aztec, which is not just the Counter-Strike map. It is a privacy protocol for Ethereum. It allows you to do privacy on the application chain, the application layer itself. How exactly does it get applied? I don't know. We've never seen it done before. So all of these clues are hinting there's something coming, there's something happening. Sniff those balls if you're a non-believer. This pDAI can be used in borrowing and lending pools. Pay attention to this. Why? Liberty Swap. Some say Ladyboy Liberty. They are releasing Liberty Lend soon. Liberty Lend. As in lending your money. As in maybe an Aave fork, an Aave upgrade. Don't connect to it. There's holes everywhere. There's a lot of ways to get rugged. I'm just telling you. Think about it. pDAI can now operate on a Layer 2. The Ward exists. Liberty Swap is launching Liberty Lend. You're starting to see stuff coming together. Of course, if you want to know exactly how it connects together, we don't know. We don't know. I'm just telling you this is not random. Okay? This is not random. That's why, my friends, if you look at the pDAI to Pulse ratio, this is pDAI versus Pulse. It is only 40% away to flip PLS. And at that point, it's undeniable. You're going to tell me if pDAI is storing more market cap value, wealth, than the layer 1 chain, you really want to tell me that's random? Huh? Answer me! I was chilling on a heat lamp, thinking about this all day, eating mosquitoes. I want you to think about that. You're telling me it's a total coincidence that pDAI is storing more wealth than the damn layer 1 chain it's on? What would you say about a protocol if it existed on Ethereum and it had a 500 billion market cap? Wouldn't you respect the protocol? Yeah. Yes, you would. You wouldn't be able to hide it. So we're going to go through more of these. Thank you to Mr. Besbestos here. Actually put some of these posts of NineIronCapital through OpenGAI. So this does confirm my speculation theory a long time ago that your nipples are going to have to get really prepared now, okay? These are 99 posts. No, the VAT is dead. Remember, friends, Caddy comes, she wins the floppy willy auction, okay? You flop your willy out, chopped. We went to 0. MakerDAO's dead. In my recent Spoonie Wilders Alpha video, we solved the 15-month mystery. What was the 15-month mystery? Richard Hart posted a long time ago. You guys don't even know what the emergency shutdown module really does. And no one could answer what he was talking about. Is it referring to a sandwich? ESM. E for eggs. S for salami. M for mayonnaise. Is it some sort of code word for a sandwich? Well, we got close. It's because the ESM is actually a safety lock. It removes the tail risk. It stops the refund button. You can now no longer exchange your pDAI and get your pulse out. You cannot grab the collateral in a tail risk event and go exchange it for assets in the future. They've shut it down. The refund button is stopped now. Is it starting to make sense? You understand? If you look at this opportunity and you believe, this is good for you. If you just see it as another one of those things that's broken, you'll never be able to see the positivity out of it, and you're going to have to discover it at higher prices. That's when NineIronCapital says the VAT is dead. But it does mean that pDAI can be minted on the layer 2s without consequence. Read the second photo. It is worth noting that this pDAI can never come back to the layer 1, but it can be used in borrowing and lending pools on the layer 2. You're going to get some Pumpy G music and you're going to sit and enjoy it and you're going to take it. You understand how powerful that is? The whole point of pDAI, friends, if it is a native decentralized stablecoin and this prophecy does fulfill itself, remember, you're dealing with a currency. It needs to be able to expand. There has to be interest rates for the market. We were always questioning, where the hell is the interest rate going to come from when Catty came, bent us over, kicked us in the balls with the stilettos, and didn't even leave us a tip? How the hell was this going to work? Now we found out the answer. It's because it's happening on a PulseChain layer 2 that nobody can peek inside. And just for friendly reminder here, I'm going to be doing a live stream as we reclaim all these levels, okay? We've got a lot of stuff to go. So feel free, front run me, jump on me. Here he is, Mr. NineIronCapital. Comes out dropping these bombshells. You know what's funny? His little post, they didn't expect me to make a live stream out of it or anything. They just thought they could just squeeze it in there through the chats. Oh, no one's going to notice this. And I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me. We're dying to know. Now, my friend Mr. Besbestos actually explains what OpenGAI has said. It says, 99 is right. The teleport is live. The layer 2 rail is operational. pDAI to $1 is on the table. Not financial advice. Went to zero twice, could go to zero for the third time. Okay, it's open gay eye. Open gay eye. Okay? By the way, we also have Mr. DeFi Trixie. Thank you, Mr. freaking DeFi Trixie. I just voted on your poll, so. I just freaking voted on your poll. Okay? You are amazing. DeFi, Trixie. I love how Hex Maxis come here for PulseChain updates and get nothing but pDAI alpha. Look, man. I have a soft spot for everyone. You understand? Because you've never seen anything like this before, dude. Okay? No one's ever seen anything like it. But this is the key, okay? You want a competitive edge? Get yourself a native decentralized stablecoin. That's it, okay? I understand it's tough because, you know, that's why I even make jokes in all my tweets. I go, warning, full disclosure, I desperately need this to go up and work. But it is true. So, OpenGayEye says, there's one thing about NineIronCapital. He is framing as a future setup that's already executed. $2.5 billion mainnet equivalent in mirror tokens has already left the Pulse side bridges. He even shows, check this out, Arbitrum, right? 634 million gone, and Polygon. These tokens are now sitting in 8 Pulse native wallets. High Pulse nonce, low mainnet nonce. Dust ETH, fat Pulse. They're not going back to mainnet. They're going to PulseX. The infrastructure isn't theoretical. And then it's got some nerd code. It even mentions Caddy as well. Look at this. This Oracle has 24 signers. The same mainnet Oracle keys sign valid messages on Pulse. Pulse Maker died April 16th, 2025, last year. Caddy's own ESM.fire caged that. But the teleport ward survived the funeral. Interesting. Very interesting. The teleport ward. I don't know exactly what it means, but that probably is allowing more pDAI to get minted. It just can't come back. I think. Too long didn't read from OpenGayEye. It says, the demand wave isn't coming. It already landed. NineIron described the layer 2 setup as the move. The on-chain ledger shows the move already executed. Look at the wallets. Look at the pool depths. Tell me what's left to argue. Okay? So it's basically giving you a confirmation that this stuff works and it's viable. You don't have all the key missing pieces. You don't. But we're starting to get there. Okay? Now, friends, of course, whenever you see this, okay, there's always the same question. There's always the same question. You guys come out and say, if this mattered, why isn't the price like 30 cents right now? And I'll give you the same answer, my friend. It's a unicorn, dude. Nobody knows what the hell they're looking at. No one. Okay? Not a single person understands what the hell is going on. It's a one of one. Could go to zero. It could work. By the way, do you even know if this thing could work? You don't. Do you even know if the minting of pDAI, was that too much or too little? Was it too much? Are there too many coins out there? You got no idea. Exactly. You have no precedent. The market doesn't know. So we're just in la-la land. You're just juggling balls all day, hoping you don't drop one. You have no idea. If I was to say words to you such as hyperliquid, okay, you know what to look at. Go look at the buy and burn and how much revenue and fees the protocol's doing. See, it's not a unicorn. What if I said to you something like Uniswap? You'd go look at the DEX volume. You know what the formula is. If I said to you, hey, is the Uniswap V2 formula, is it legit or can it get hacked? You'd probably say, oh, it's legit. How do you know? You'd say, oh, because it's been done before. It's been out for 5 years. Exactly. It's not a unicorn anymore. You see? With pDAI, we have no idea. That's why it's trading at a huge discount because no one understands what the hell they're looking at. Here's 99. It's not what the code is set up to do. It is set up to such assets in from defined addresses. Then it has advanced liquidity management and DEX trading functionality, including, this is big, staking, borrowing, lending. On the Ethereum side, it's set up for staking. Same with what I can see from the contract being launched from the same address on the other blockchains. Once again, we don't know exactly where it all leads. Liberty Swap did mention they are releasing Liberty Lend. They are releasing faster DEX upgrades. They're running parallel. Okay, that's why you got to decide. Like, do you think it's a coincidence or not? Yeah, it's a total coincidence, you know. But I completely get it. You never seen anything like it. I haven't either. I want you to think about what are the odds someone's gonna waste their precious time to rug McDonald's employee net worth PulseChain people. I want you to think about that. Wouldn't you rather scam somebody else? Solana people, Ethereum, literally any other chain. We've got about $7 here. Why would you come and waste your time doing this? And by the way, it's 2026. You've had like 3 years to like mega rug. Why does it keep coming back? That's why you got to ask yourselves, how random is this? That's why I showed you the pDAI to Pulse ratio. pDAI is only 40% away to flip Pulse market cap. Then you have to decide to go, oh my gosh, has Richard Hart lost control of his chain? Where an unbacked Ponzi, unstable coin named pDAI, that's not worth talking about, is now storing more value than the Pulse Layer 1 token. Do you think that's random? It's funny, friends. You know, I'm saying it as a joke. You know, 95% of the chain thinks it's random. Literally 95%. It's funny. Maybe they're right. We'll see. Nine. So this is he's replying to Aladdin. Okay. Yes, it makes that cross-chain trading protocol that they installed seem a little more relevant now. We have themes of oceans of liquidity, cross-chains, bridges. We have this ward. Okay. This is awesome. So we have K9. Uncharacteristic reply post. Did you forget to switch from an alt? Uncharacteristic for me. So he's doing this. No, I was on the couch, friends. That's why I had to just put the open gay eye stuff. So he thought it was an alt. It wasn't. Thank you to Mr. Best Bestos who did that ChatGPT prompt as well. This is decentralized me. Not knowing how pDAI can be minted caused Dirty's capitulation. Wow, that is interesting. Mr. Dirty Crypto. You see, everyone wanted to know how, because he had no idea. Because friends, every currency, if you're a stablecoin, if you're a $1 uni, you need to be able to expand the money supply. And I've got to remind you as well, with this layer 2 now, because you can adjust the borrowing and lending, you can now adjust the interest rates. Okay? If the interest rate is too high, you can mint more, and it can throw itself into the protocol, and it can get the interest rates down. And if interest rate's too low, it can burn itself. Okay? Now, you probably if you want to know the intricacies of that, we don't know. You've never seen it before. We don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay? I know that my nipples are pegged. I know that much. I know the baby dolls are in chat spamming $1 a doonie. Now tell them I'm a lizard and to stop buying pDAI. Okay? So obviously, the recent revelations, friends. Coexistent Steven does not exist. I am potentially a lizard as well. We have major pDAI developments. So this is big information. I wasn't meant to do this, but oh man, it's juicy. It's actually ticking up. Stop! Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Okay, so it is very exciting. Okay, it is very exciting. It's kind of funny, friends. Like you're literally, bro. Listen, man. Just forget the ticker. Forget the ticker. Okay, forget you know anything. All right, you woke up and you found the coin that went to zero twice, all right? And there are literally near 7,000 people in a Telegram right now who won't shut up about it, okay? What do you think comes next? I want to ask you, what do you think comes next, bro? It literally went to zero twice. You have 7,000 people in a Telegram. I have a hat with its logo on it. What do you think comes next? Just ask yourself. Ask yourself. It'll be funny if it goes down to zero, by the way. You just never know these days. Oh, by the way, this is interesting. When pDAI hits 1.8 cents, I believe that's a 10,000x from the bottom. So now it's 0.0018. That is now a 1,000x. Do you know when it hit 1.8 cents, friends? Richard Hart, sandwich shop connoisseur, That's when he bragged about it. He goes, oh, we have a random coin here that did 10,000x. Come and log in. See what's happening. You're starting to see the magic now. Hope you are. Okay. This is NineIronCapital's post. This significantly raises the odds that something is cooking. Full disclosure, I am horribly offside on pDAI and I desperately need the price to go up so I can justify my crypto existence for 8 years. You're going to get some angel music and you're going to like it. Okay. This is 99 post. This is exactly what we're talking about. Remember how they told us there were no wards left on PulseChain Maker? That wasn't true. See, friends, they know that, dude. They keep their mouth shut. You figured it out by now? Yeah? Because they let people FUD themselves out. When people are selling and they go, oh, the system's broken, I'm out. That was, friends, I'm not going to name names, but a lot of PulseChain influencers, okay, KOLs, they're like, oh, Caddy's a witch. She's kicked you in the balls. You order a rub and tug. She gave you a black eye. Now you can't do anything. And now she's left the home. Okay. Not even a tip. Nothing. So everyone wanted to know, hey, the system's broken. It's dead. Even Eric Wall, friends. Eric Wall, your favorite twink. Eric, when we had the big capitulation to zero right here, remember? Eric, he made his long tweet essay. Okay. So obviously Eric, friends, because he's pretty smart. He's obviously very smart. High IQ. He reads my posts and he sees my posts and he's like, man, I can't say this is random. Okay, look at my friend Sommi. He's got his titties out. Okay, his nipples are quite perky. I can't say all this is random. What was his conclusion? Which could be psyop, but you never know. His conclusion was, he goes, I know. Maybe Richard Hart had a plan and now it's broken. Goodbye. That's what he said. NineIronCapital did not say anything right here. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Remember, literally went to zero, friends, right here. This is Catty. The floppy wheelie auction, 0.3 cents. And then we literally went all the way to zero where she killed it. Okay. She killed it. Do you guys remember HODLnomics coming out? Pay attention to NineIronCapital. That wasn't true. Teleport is one that remains live. What is teleport? You can read about it here. Okay. This is it, friends. This is it. This is the picture. So here's Alice. Okay. She probably wants to get pegged. Sends pDAI via here. There is a layer 1 DAI gateway. Here it stores the pDAI in an escrow. Asynchronous message goes to the layer 2 and she gets fresh pDAI on another chain. Oh my gosh. Hey man. Friends, I'm sorry to flash him again. It's starting to look like. Do you remember Richard Hart's secret tweet 5 years ago where he said, I figured out how you can transfer value without transferring the coin? This might be it. Where your token goes somewhere, and when it goes to that wallet, a message gets sent out and you get something else. Very interesting, right? It would be like, friends, it would be like if maybe you had a mailbox, okay? Maybe you had a mailbox and let's say you have a lump of gold. You put your lump of gold in the mailbox, but as soon as you put it in, maybe somebody releases like a car for you in a garage out there, but they can't prove it's you. Okay, only you know how to go get it. And you can't prove that the car even gets minted. It might be something like that. You understand? So obviously I don't have all the quirks out because I don't live on top of a sandwich shop. 99. Research the timing of the layer 2 governance pause. Think about the ability to roll back Arbitrum layer 2 so that it's open, and then consider Aave, Compound, Balancer. They are all on PulseChain Arb. It is really cool. Okay. So you're seeing themes, friends, of layer 2 stuff, connectivity. You're seeing, so you don't need to understand everything. I get it. You're like, dude, I don't understand what we're looking at. I don't understand what we're looking at. We don't understand what's going on either. I'm just telling you, you're looking at it thinking, is this random? That's the whole power about being on a unicorn, friends, because you don't need to know if this thing could work, dude. Just like how I always give you this example. Go back to Bitcoin 2011. Bitcoin's a $1 doonie. You've never seen the Bitcoin halvening. It's not even in the white paper. But you've read about it because there's someone who talked about it in the code. You don't need to know if Bitcoin can make it as a currency. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know if Bitcoin can end up on the balance sheet of a company. You're buying it at $1. You just need to know, do people want to try and make this work if it survives? That's it. You get to buy it at $1. The question of BlackRock ETF might come on your radar if you're buying it at $10,000. Yep. So you get more certainty because it survived longer. And by 2020, it was $10,000. But you've seen the Bitcoin halving in 2012, 2016, and 2020. It's no longer an unknown to you, right? You've already survived the Mt. Gox Ponzi. You know, Mt. Gox, friends, was doing 85% of the world Bitcoin volume. Okay? So once you start to solve for these question marks and unknowns, you're paying a higher price. You're getting more certainty. It's another way of saying your opportunity is smaller. But people actually love buying higher. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you, this is with pDAI. We have a lot of questions here, right? As the price goes up, there will be less questions. Yeah, there will be more things solved. If pDAI is 10 cents one day, okay, there will be a lot of things solved. You'll probably, if pDAI is 10 cents one day, we will probably, I'm just guessing, see Liberty Swap has its own pDAI section. And it's embedded in the wallet. You understand? And maybe it's just a question of where's the collateral going to come from. Okay? Because I'll just give you an example. If pDAI goes to 10 cents, maybe people think, hey, maybe the collateral is a function of Ethereum's price. So then pDAI will trade at a discount based off what the market thinks Ethereum's price this cycle is going to be. I'm just giving an example. Yeah, it's a totally different game. Right now, you don't care about Ethereum. Right? pDAI's got nothing to do with it. You don't even know if the thing could work or not. That's how early you are, if it does, okay? If pDAI is 10 cents, then people are probably going to wonder, do we need Ethereum $8,000 or $20,000? Do we need Ethereum at all? Okay, that's a totally different discussion. That's the game. But that's what happens, right? You get more certainty, you get less upside. Here's Mr. W Capital. What if ProveX was a requirement to remove the layer 1 to layer 2 pDAI bridge risk to keep funds in an escrow, and emergency shutdown module trigger was to enable that? Interesting. Is that the use of ProveX to remove the bridge risk? I wonder. Now, friends, everyone's getting quite perky in here. You can get some Pumpy G music again. We'll have to catch up on a lot of the baby dolls in here. We've got Moe in here. Everyone's spamming $1 Reduni. Mr. Besbestos, thank you again, sir. Dr. Pega, good morning, fellow lizards. Keep reptile maxing. Wonderful to see everyone. Mr. Jeff Pegos, you'll be renamed. DB Cooper, Sommi is prepping on the heat lamp. Also, it was funny, friends. My computer, because I'm running at 4K FPS and it's like really laggy. One of Sir Nathan's, one of his revelations, I know, friends, I will feel sorry. Like he's got early onset paranoia, but because my computer's laggy, I glitch sometimes. But he's seeing that I'm glitching as in I don't exist, and I'm like, no, bro, my computer's just, I've got like 400 tabs open at once. So that's why he says me and Mr. Coexistence Steve, we don't exist. He thinks we're just like figments of the Matrix reality. That's why we're glitching. No, sir, it's the PC. The PC is about to blow up, sir. That's why. More commentaroonies. Yak. With his blue-pegged nibbles. Watching my man Sommi while eating scrambled eggs breakfast. I love scrambled eggs, sir. That is my favorite. I love them. Each egg, friends, gives you between 6 and 8 grams of protein. Okay? Very, very yummy. It's actually the highest source of protein. Okay? And actually the cheapest out there. Yeah, good times. Good times. Maybe we'll be able to afford expensive eggs if we get a peg one day. Emiliano Bonaventura. Sorry, sir. Someone has spammed the chat. Here we go. Sommi, do you use Cloud Code to do your research or ChatGPT? So I used to have both of them. I was trying to make some trading bots and stuff. I was using the cloud AI. This is ages ago, and I just couldn't be bothered. I tried, and it's just the same shit all over again. Maybe I have enough time. You just don't have enough time, bro. Like, you understand, like, this game of doing it, like you're looking at the edge, bro. You're literally looking at the edge. You know, in the trading world, like, dude, friends, if you're making 25% in the year, you're literally a rich Saudi will give you 10 million to trade. 25%, dude. You understand? Like, I'll just give you an example, friends. Like, Sir Nathan cheated pDAI and we did 100% in a week. Like, you understand? You get it? Like, he literally GT and we literally did 140% instantly. You know, like, you know, I'm not waiting all year for a 25%, dude. We've come in the whole way. But yeah, so I just use ChatGPT now. They're pretty much most of them are the same except for the code stuff. But a lot of the ChatGPT research, I don't use it too much, honestly, for the pDAI stuff, unless like super emergency, unique circumstances, like now. But I do use it, I ask a lot of questions and stuff. It's actually really intelligent, just helping with a lot of stuff. Dr. Pegger saying to release the alpha, which we are. Maddie Smeed, I just came out of the shower. My nipples are pegged. Well done, sir. Super recycle, he says. Awesome. Arday's in here. Maddie Smeed, buy me dinner first, Mr. NineIronCapital. Yeah. Friends, I still have, because we did our pDAI conference from Mr. Coexistence Stephen, it was on October 10th day. And I'm still haunted as well by the FUD events in March last year, where every time we went on a live space or a stream, we dumped down to zero. We got absolutely crushed. It was like they were listening to our chats. Every time someone came in, they go, oh, everything's fine. Richard hasn't come out and publicly hated it. 1 hour later, he comes out, publicly splits on it. Like every single nightmare, the boogeyman, friends. The boogeyman just kept coming out. It's like you're playing Resident Evil 2 remake and the Tyrant. You could just hear his footsteps. Boom, boom, boom. You just know he's coming closer. He's just going to bitch slap you. That's exactly what happened. But it worked. It got everyone out. I still remember some PulseChain influencers, don't want to say their name, okay? They were on Twitter Spaces. They're like, you know, Richard Hart, technically, he hasn't said he doesn't even like the coin yet. Oh, man. Just 1 hour later, boom, we got absolutely destroyed. And then that influencer and all these other friends, they started selling. I was like, oh, where we are. Oh, man. I'll never forget, friends. DMs. Like, I don't want to name any names, you understand? But the hardest thing in the world was sitting here and just watching the Telegram DM and then new inbox. It would be like new person appear and it would like scramble to the top. And it gives you the preview of the message. And I was seeing stuff. They'll be like, it's over, bro. And the next message, it's time for you to give it up. Next message, you've been totally embarrassed. Next message, you've never been more wrong. It's like over and over. And then you understand, like I'm sitting here like, oh, we have to buy more. But man, it was a fuck, man. Man, I'll never, ever forget it. Friends, I lost my soul. But if you want high rewards, that's what you got to get, dude. Friends, I feel like it was Richard somewhere. He says, you know what, you little bitches? I'm sick and tired of you thinking it was easy to hold Bitcoin early. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's like God spiting you. He's like, oh, you think it's easy, huh? You think it's easy to have $20 million in Bitcoin and then Satoshi leaves and then it goes down to 2 million and you got no idea? You think it's easy to have Bitcoin at 100 million and then governments say they're going to ban it and then it goes down to 40 million? You think it's easy, huh? You think it's easy to watch Mt. Gox lose 85% of the world trading volume? Yeah? Think it's easy, huh? Oh, yeah, I would have held. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like that's what it was. Like, oh, you really want it? You really, really, really want it? Yeah. Man, this was like different. This was next level. Because at least with like back in the early Bitcoin days, if you just close your computer screen and run out of the room, it can't hurt you anymore. Yeah, but when you're addicted to Twitter, like we are, and Richard Hart's coming out every day saying, it's a stupid cancer coin. It was just fucking next level, man. It was next freaking level, friends. Next level. My gosh. I'll never ever forget that. You know what? The journey's not even over. We're still curling up. Oh man, I appreciate it. It's been one. we're not even done yet. You understand? Like, we're living in real time. You know, friends, I need you to understand this as well, okay? While we play let's play some very relevant music. In any other unicorn and trade investment fans, no one comes and dictates to you live, hey, look what's going on. They don't do that, dude. You never hear the story. They're not on YouTube. They're not on Twitter. They just disappear. They come and they celebrate if they make it over the finish line. They don't put themselves on the line. This is like different. We're doing it live. That's why there's scriptures. There's scriptures. See, it's happening. It's happening. That's why this thing is different. We've never ever seen anything like it before. It's a real life movie. You understand? That's why this thing is special. That's why it's, I've got to be careful as well because, went to zero twice. That's literally why no one's ever seen anything like this, dude. No one's ever put themselves on the line. It's more like, I don't like it right now. I'm going away. Goodbye. That's early Ethereum, early Bitcoin. Even Dogecoin during the middle, right? You don't have an actual nutcase. You and me together coming in, spamming $1. It's funny. We don't even say the ticket. We just say $1. You understand? So we've also got, friends, the ping pong coin. Very relevant because maybe we are waiting for Clarity Act, post-nut clarity. Remember Jamie Dildo, they want to ban all the yield. They are all part of it, okay? But they're like next level game. We don't care about that. You know what I mean? Like, can it even work? That's it. Is it even possible? See, friends, you're so early, or the price is so low that you don't even need it to be able to work. You just need someone to want to try to get it to work. That's what it is, okay? Which means, hey, let's see, can we get the collateral for this when we're at like 7 or 8 or 10 cents? That's 55x higher. Man, that'll be juicy. That'll be juicy. More comment to Rooney's. Yak, Sommi, don't you think you forking up Widget's plans, talking this about much, that shitcoin pDAI? I don't do anything. Nothing, sir. Look, the price isn't reacting, bro. We literally solved 2 mysteries. Nobody gives a shit. Okay? Everybody sold because, oh, you can't mint pDAI. Here I am saying, check out these nipples. Yes, you can. Where is everyone? Where's the buy pressure? Where is it? No one cares. No one cares. Literally nobody cares. What about this one? Okay, what about this one? I'll get you this one. This one's a good one. Let me get this picture out. Okay. What about the fact that Richard Hart didn't like the coin on the left-hand side and then it actually went up and to the right? What's the explanation? What's the explanation? Friends, friends, I do not need to get my perky nipples out. I just need to show you this chart, but no one cares. Like, wait, dude. The founder of a chain fudded a coin 33 times. He said it's cancer, it's stupid, it's broken, it's dumb, stop buying it, stop talking about it. He said it 33 times. 15 months ago. It's now higher. I've got a question mark in here. What's the explanation? That's it. That's all you need. You just need that chart. You don't need any of the, hey, look at the wards, look at NineIronCapital, okay? Okay, more like 9IronCapital. Is he going to dump on us? Explain that. What's the explanation? It's funny. There are people's explanations. People say, oh, it's because PulseChain PLS is shit. I'm telling you, bro, like, we have the answer right in front, but because sentiment's crushed, no one sees it. People want to buy high, sir. People want to buy high. I made this video in 2024 and I'll stand by it. There will be way more buyers and volume for pDAI at 20 and 30 cents than right now, and it won't even be close. Actually, if pDAI does make it to $1, it'll be billions of dollars of volume, okay? It'll blow your mind. You'll be sitting here like, why didn't you guys want it when it was cheaper? Exactly, Because people love betting on favorites, friends. They really do. Like people pay a lot for certainty. They do. It's like that. We're built for that, okay? People pay a lot for certainty. Yeah, people love buying tops. They love paying 70 cents to get the dollar. They love paying 80 cents to get the dollar. Nobody likes paying 2 cents to get the dollar. No one. They don't like these outside chances. You want to know why? Because you got to take many of the bets and then you lose a lot. And people hate the win rate very low. They hate it. It kills you because you feel like a loser. People want to keep winning and winning and winning and winning. There's also a trap, right? That's why a lot of people sell options naked and they make a lot of money every month. And then eventually they have the blow up. Thank you to Mr. Bruno as well. Mr. Bruno has gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Bruno. We love you, sir. More comments as well. The rational hexagon. Very rational, sir. Show us your 15-year stake, sir. The yield curve uninverted and is signaling a crisis event in the making. Effort. I'm buying these cheap prices. Sir, man, I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, man, you know a recession's cooking around the corner. Every indicator's flashing, but there is something with the yield curve as well. Maybe I'll cover it in Juicy News. The guy, Campbell Harvey, he actually likes DeFi, by the way. He's a crypto maxi now. He invented the yield curve indicator. And what he said is it had a flaw, which is if inflation goes up fast and then down fast and the rates just adjust it, then the yield curve does that weird inversion and no recession comes. So what he was basically saying is if inflation goes up and then we hike rates, but we hike exactly the right amount and the economy survives and then we can drop them down a bit, the yield curve will do the inversion, uninversion, and there's no recession. That's exactly what happened. Do you remember in 2023, everybody said major loser Powell was going to pivot, and he never pivoted, right? He put the rates up high, and then that's it. The economy survived. S&P, everything just survived. And here we are today. It was such a rare chance, but here we are, right? Moose, has anyone seen Sommi or Nine in the same room together? Absolutely not. Victor, thank you, sir. I was about to buy again. You're welcome. Ade, do I lend my pDAI to myself and spend the proceeds on brasses and Lambos? It could be, sir. It could be. I'm scared of these lending protocols, friends. Please, for the love of God, do not connect to anything. I assume everything's psyops. Okay, I will literally let 100,000 of you test it first. And even then, I'm not going to trust it, dude. Friends, it's asymmetric upside, dude. If it works, you got to think about it, okay? We haven't even flipped Hungary yet. We're on our way to flip Hungary. Oh, we're only 1.8x away to flip Hungary. Here we are. So we got to flip India. We've got to flip South Africa. We've got to flip Crypto Banter. That's 33x away. We've got to flip Victor, Swedish Krona. China, we've got to flip Matt, 15 cents. Man, the shekels, the Israeli shekels, 35 cents. The upside's too big to be risking it, man. Actually, you should never risk it. It's scary, friends. It's scary. Look, let me tell you why it's scary, okay? It's scary because it's a unicorn. You don't know the conditions needed for this thing to work. So it's in your best interest to assume everything is trying to take your coins from you. It's in your best interest, okay? Because that, you never know, that could be part of the roadmap. I'm just telling you, that could be part of the roadmap where they grab weekend supply constantly because they're thinking, well, it's better we grab it than someone else. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? You know, because when people make some gains, they want to trade. Okay. Maybe someone on the sidelines has picked up on this after 15 years of crypto and they realize, you know what? People are going to trade in a casino anyway. Why don't we just provide the trading vehicle? And if they gamble, we sweep the coins off them. And we've basically removed weekend supply. And we just do that. That's a deflationary mechanism. You ever thought of that? Well, I've told you about this 50,000 times and no one believes me. No one believes me. So, friends, whenever there's a rug or anything, I don't lose my mind. I don't care. They're doing us a favor if you're holding. They are. It's sad. It hurts to say, but it's true. It's true. That could be part of the plan. Where it's just like a constant sweep. You're just like a little lizard, a little gecko on the rock. Grabbing mosquitoes with your tongue. You see? Once you start to see it like that, you think, hey, is this part of the plan? But, you know, a lot of people say, oh, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. How do you know? How do you know, dude? It's a freaking unicorn. You didn't even understand. There's no precedent. You have no idea. Here we have more friends. Osa Jr. Sup, Sommi, bro. You are something else. Thank you, sir. I am human. 95% down, and you keep spamming these videos. That's dedication. I lost all in this ecosystem, and I did lose faith. I respect you guys. You know what, sir? What I've noticed is when people get angry at me, 99%, everything's fine. There's always a 1% guy who gets angry at me. But you want to know why they get angry? Because they'll watch a video and we're laughing and we're joking. That's why. They're like, oh, you don't even feel the pain. You don't feel the... No, idiot. We do feel the pain. The pain, it doesn't do anything. You understand? We got over that. We're here. We're literally losing our minds. That's actually what gets people upset, because they feel that there's no empathy here. Which is, it's just interesting psychology, you know, because, you know, crabs in a bucket. They want everyone to be in it with them. We get it, dude. What can you do, though? And then I ask them, hey, okay, click sell. Click sell. Where are you rotating to? I call it the rotation dilemma. Oh, you don't like your gender? Which one are you going to choose? Which one are you going to choose? Oh, you chopped your willy off. Which gender are you going to choose? The kin spirit? Are you going to become a chair? What about a doorknob? Lava lamps are cool. Okay, you sold your altcoin. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? There's literally nowhere they can go. If they say they go buy a Bitcoin, I'll go, congratulations. You are selling the bottom 99% down of your alt BTC ratio. Okay, move along. Enjoy Marco Saylor's Ponzi. They go, oh, I'm going to go buy Ethereum. Dude, 3 Ethereum maxis have just left because Ethereum to them is a failure. Ethereum's been bleeding against Bitcoin. It just looks good compared to your altcoin right now. And then they go, I'm going to go to Solana. Okay, go to Solana. Third cycle curse. Solana sold BTC ratio is back to 2022 levels. Where are you going to go? Oh, I'm going to go into Corridanzo. Also mogged. Back to 2017 levels. Now, if you said you're going to rotate into Tron 2 years ago, no one would have thought they'd have a happy ending. Congratulations, you won the game. With Justin Sun. Where do you rotate to? Oh, you want to go join Davey Soy Hoffman, who sold his CryptoPunk to buy the top of Zcash, who thinks he's buying the bottom of Zcash? It's a rotation dilemma, dude. We're all cooked. Okay. So then you ask, what's the right answer? No one knows, dude. That's why I have enough honesty and introspective acknowledgement saying, hey, clearly no one knows what the hell's going on. If we did, we wouldn't be here. But I'm not selling and leaving. I'm not selling low just because I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep DCA buying every single week. DeFi Trixie from Muspus. Stick to shilling down only memes on PulseChain. He's replying to, that was Muspus replying to DeFi Trixie. Worked. Why wouldn't we instapeg? Doesn't that ensure the non-believers can never get in and pDAI is protected? The thing is, sir, if a peg means someone pays you $1 for your pDAI, okay, why would someone pay you $1 for the pDAI when they know there will be a lot of people who will give it to them for 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents? Why would you just give them $1? You know there's going to be people exiting at 1 cent and then 5 cents, right? Why would you do that? Yeah. Would you pay $100 for a cheeseburger? Why not? Because you know someone will sell one to you for like $1. Exactly. You see? So we don't know how the game's going to play out. That's why I think, this is what I've still been guessing this for a long time, okay? There's going to be another big trap. We just don't know where. And we hope it's really, really high. And maybe there'll be another rinse again. Okay, we just don't know what it's going to be. It'll be another. That's why I'm just scared what the level is. I hope it's not involving Richard Hart because he always has the Gambit card. Right? So like if pDAI goes to 5 cents, okay, and then people think it's gone to $1 and then it drops down to 1 cent, he can tweet, oh, you guys are idiots. What are you doing? You're all stupid. And all the weekends who bought at 5 cents, they're selling at 1. Okay? That's his Gambit card. But if he capitulates and he says, oh, looks like this coin's okay. If he talks like that, I'm going to get very, 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 very scared. Very scared. You want to know why? I'll be I'll be shaking in my fluffy slippers. Okay? You see these? Shake, shake, shake. Why is that? Why am I going to get scared if Richard Hart says, oh, you know, I guess this stupid coin ain't so stupid after all? It's because you have to now think about how are they going to rinse coins from you, right? Is it going to be Liberty Swap? Is it going to be another protocol? Is it going to be another rug? Like, I'm just scared of what that means. That's all. Okay. Obviously, you can tell we have gone through this thing going to zero. Now we're seeing shadows everywhere. See, friends, you got to think about it. Like, I am obviously super defensive. Why? Because you're not getting this again, dude. You're not. You are not getting this again. Ever, 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 ever. All right? Friends, you know BitBoy, dear BitBoy? Did you know BitBoy, you know the bottom of zombie virus? Just to tell you something, okay? I haven't told anyone this, but I'll tell you this, okay? You know the zombie virus in 2020, where a flesh-eating virus came and everything dropped? Okay, this is 2022, David Soy Hoffman. Say zombie virus, you know, when it went down to 5,000, you know BitBoy sold like 90 Bitcoin? Yeah. Big regrets. Yep. That's why in DeFi season, BitBoy was doing a new pump and dump DeFi token every day for 3 weeks in August of 2020. Okay, he was making a Bitcoin a day because he lost like 90 Bitcoin selling it. Okay, that's right. Because I knew that only way after. Now, we didn't have all perfect information stuff out here, but I'm just telling you, see, you can't go back and do it. So he was in a fortunate position though, right? He had a channel and he could just get all these DeFi coins and he could make his Bitcoin back. But if you're one of the people who sold, you can't get it back. You see? And I know people who did liquidate around $5,000 or $6,000. What are they doing? They're leverage buying 40K Bitcoin. See, you can never, ever, ever get it back. You can't. That's why the best thing to do is nothing when it comes to these. Mr. Bosnitz saying, I love you, Sommi. I love you too, Mr. Bozza. Mr. Kingo saying, great to see you live. Great to see you live. We appreciate every single one of you. Muspros, pDAI flipped Pulse once. It will do it again. I think that was before the minting. I think it was. So we are close. That's why it'll be a monumental moment. All right. Like, friends, you got to understand, dude. I'm not even joking. If pDAI flips Pulse, like, you might even see Rect and Michels rotate. You understand? Like, think about, like, friends, if pDAI flips Pulse, every single PulseChain influencer, you are now forced to take a position. You have to have an opinion on this now, right? Because if you go back to my videos, 2024, I had this one video, I'll never forget this, and I didn't know it was going to come true, but I said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if pDAI is playing out to rinse you guys out of your core coins and get you to trade out? And it's part of the deflation game of it. And then when it finally makes it to the top, you've got no more coins left in the PulseChain core coins, and then they send. It's funny. It's funny. It might happen like that. We also have Mr. Bruno, sir. He has donated 1,000 huff. Freaking good. The freaking hungry forint. The hungry forint. So many live streams ahead. That's part of the beautiful journey we are on together, friends, with the pDAI Global Flip Ladder. What a genius idea, man. What a website, by the way. Friends, what a website. Yeah, friends, I just want you to think about, imagine you walk into like an investment fund, or you talk to Mark Yusko, just like literally just anybody in the crypto industry. And you say, hey, I've invested in this thing. It's on Richard Hart's chain. And you don't even visit Dex Screener. You just compare it to other fiat currencies. And the fact that they will literally look at you the way Sir Nathan is looking at Coexistence Stephen. They'll be like, oh my gosh, it's a dead man walking. You don't exist. And just the look on their face when it actually starts going up. Here is the Huff, friends. We are 1.8x away to flip the Huff. Here we go. It's going to be funny. Man, imagine we make it to the Israeli shekel. That'll be 33 cents. Crypto Crossfire saying, can you all feel the pulse? Yes, you can. We also need some water, friends. Some H2Go. Ah. Hungarian Huff, we've been infiltrated by... yeah, so friends, we do have a joke in the pDAI Telegram. Whenever pDAI ticks up momentarily, I always say that Hungary, the central bank, is buy hedging because they're embarrassed by pDAI flipping their currency. So after that, there's the Pakistan Rupee and then Japan Pokemon Island. Very interesting. Look at all these shit coins, friends. These are all national currencies. My gosh. It's going to be great if we go up. Because this is the funniest part, right? Friends, why it's genius, okay? Because now we've scaled the price target. You're forced to have an opinion. Yeah. Because when everyone says $1, they go, you're stupid. They go, oh, pDAI's 550x. They go, oh, it'll never flip the US dollar, Dooney. And you go, okay, do you think we can flip Bangladesh? It's a 4.5x away. And they go, oh, maybe. You know, so they start having an opinion. They start having an opinion. It's funny. See, that's why when the price is so low, you can play this fun game, okay? If pDAI was 10 cents, it's no longer a question of how high can we go? Now it's a question of, hey, where does the liquidity come from? Where would it come from? What do the bridges look like? What's happening with PulseChain, Liberty Lend, right? What's the liquidity pools on ProveX doing? Are they increasing? You know, it's a totally different game. You're trying to get a 10x though, right? So... also, thank you, Dr. Pekka. Bavarian God Whale, not Bezbestos. Similar ding-dong size. Thank you so much. It is Bavarian God Whale. Thank you so much, sir. Bavarian chocolate cake is also very, very yummy. Thank you for the ChatGPT, the prompt. Eugene. Sexy name. Sexy name, Eugene. The ladies love that name. I listen to you every day while mopping floors and cleaning toilets. But I'm a spoonie wielder. My first time catching you live. My mum was a cleaner, okay? I love and respect every single one of you. And I leave all toilets cleaner when I'm done with them, okay? Some of them, you can't, obvious reasons. You know, just... because I'm surprised. Every time I go to a public shopping center, I'm just looking around like, bro, where is your butt pointed? How did it end up there? You know, just the magical mysteries of these people, friends. This is our competition out here in crypto. You understand? These are the people selling the lows. These are the people buying the tops. So the future is looking bright. Thank you, Mr. Eugene. Dr. Pega, don't tell the haters the invisible layer 2 exists. They are wrong. That is a big part of the story. Okay? NineIronCapital was the first to tell us about a PulseChain layer 2. Nobody ever spoke about PulseChain layer 2, friends. It was NineIronCapital. You get some angel music again, all right? So why I'm telling you this is, like, you know, price is so low. We're so defeated. I'm just like outright just dishing out alpha for you. Literally, you know. But that's what you want, right? That's what you want. But just no one cares. No one cares. But that's good. It's going to be very interesting when we start to go up. Amoon. The crazy part about this ecosystem is once the switch is flipped, you have 5 to 10 different tokens in the ecosystem all mooning at once. Yes. That is the whole premise of it. And just to remind everyone, friends, why is pDAI special? Okay. Is it because I'm long and I'm desperately offside and we've wasted 8 years in crypto and altcoins have round-tripped literally 9 years on their BTC ratios? Yes, but there is something different about pDAI, okay? In crypto, there is what I call the $1 trillion problem, okay? The $1 trillion problem of crypto. Crypto's biggest actual problem is the fact that it is cyclical. No one wants to hold in a bear market in crypto. No one. Do you? No. No one wants to. Why is that? Well, because nothing holds value. It's too risky. So we need a stablecoin. But you need a stablecoin for your chain. Because now, when you take profit, you can hold value on your chain with no price volatility. You've got your proper risk off. That is the magic about it. Traditionally, what happens now, people want to sell, bridge out and leave. Okay, then the network effect goes. But if you had a stable coin, okay, or a ping pong coin, you can stay on the chain. Hence why, if there is a debit card, it really powers up your network effect. You don't have to go anywhere. You see? Remember, so that's the problem. The problem of crypto is everyone's a cheat. Everyone's trading cycles. And no one's solved for it yet. We tried some ideas. People tried to do gaming and metaverse and DeFi because they thought, not DeFi, gaming and metaverse, because they thought, well, gamers are going to play the game and they don't care about cycles. Okay? But unfortunately, what ends up happening is once you attach the finance part to the token, it's just a meme coin with utility now. Okay, with attention effects. That's the problem. So that's what we're trying to do in crypto. We're trying to make it more diversified, like the S&P 500. The problem is that everything is really, 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 really correlated. Really correlated. Bitcoin can't even save you. Ethereum can't save you. You need an actual native decentralized stablecoin. That's the only thing. Because now you can just hold value on the chain. You don't care what happens to the tokens. You're starting to see it now? No one's done that yet. We're living that in real time. That's the big next product market fit that we think, that I think. That's why I say stablecoin super cycle. I've been talking about this since 2024. Okay, that's why I show you data. Stablecoins are growing at 40% year on year. Okay, that's never happened before. Would you buy this chart? Would you buy that chart? That's the pDAI pulse ratio, by the way. Man, look at that chart. You know something's cooking. These are those rare, like, you know something's cooking here. Not financial advice though, friends. You know, these coins, they go to zero a lot. We don't know what's going on. It's been very, very tough. I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. If you have to be the best, you have to stand in front of the train, get kicked in the balls, get mogged every day, a new Ivan on Tech post, a new all-time low. That's what it takes, though. Public humiliation. M21 photo. No crying in the casino. Noodle arms. pDAI to frickin' $1 frickin' dooney. Thank you very much, Mr. M21, sir. Awesome. Tesca God. Trigon. Stop sending weird shit in DM. Mr. Sir, what are you sending them? What are you sending them? Better not be my feet pics. How'd you get those? I charge for those. That's awesome. Moose Bus, trans rage is hilarious. Quote of the decade. Yeah, that was funny. You know, I got blocked. I don't want to name the names. I got blocked by some PulseChain people. Yeah. For trans rage. Yeah, man. This is when Charlie Kirk first got popped. And I'm sitting here, I go, bro, you really think a trans bender took him out, dude? You know, now it's very obvious. There's like 50 WhatsApp messages that it was turning on is real. Yeah, but back then, man, it was kryptonite. It was crazy, right? I was getting messages from people saying, stay out of our politics, Shami. You don't know shit. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. And I was like shocked. I'm like, bro, look at this passion you have for pedophiles who don't even know you exist. Wild, man. Like, they really got each other's throats. It's also sad, but they don't know your name. They don't know who you are. You're literally a pawn on the chessboard. Actually, you're not even on the chessboard, bro. You're not even in the room. Okay, you're in the basement. They don't know who you are. Why do you care? Man, it was, yeah, it's just, that's the game. That's the game. But then again, you know, that's what we look like to them. We're like, hey, native decentralized stablecoin. Are they? NineIron reckons Binance will try to sell their pDAI to their clown base. Interesting. Really? Remember, friends, Binance, some say Binance, I say Binance. I started Binance, and then it was funny when, dude, it was funny. I forgot to tell you this. I've been saying Binance for a long while now. I was watching a Saint Wolf stream, so shout out to Saint Wolf. And he was in his stream, as you understand, I was driving. It was so funny. And an hour and a half in, he's talking, and then he goes, yeah, you know those Binance guys? And then he has like this eureka moment, and he goes, where did I get Binance from? Who taught me that? He had no idea where. So, Saint Wolf, bro, that was so funny. I was laughing in the car. So funny. Because I've been saying it for so long. He doesn't even know where it came in his head. But then I think, okay, man, have people put stuff in my head and they're laughing at us? Right, and we have no idea where it came from. It could be. Yeah, it was funny. So Binance, friends, Binance and Coinbase They have a lot of pDAI, but we don't know exactly how it's going to work out. Okay. We've also got Shamshumi, Mr. Stephen Robertson in here. We do love your journey pictures all around the world, sir. Hope you're keeping safe, keeping your beanie on. And as promised, friends, I mean, I'm doing an early live stream, but yeah, this is the actual chart. As pDAI reclaims higher levels, I'm going to be doing more streams. Because it's exciting, friends. No one gives a shit about another squirrel coin, bro. I know squirrel coins are cool, but it's just another meme. You understand? Friends, you know Morad, YourFriendSommi Light, Morad's latest YouTube video. He said, I found the next Bitcoin. And before I even watched it, I go, let me guess, SPX 6900. Yes. So it's just another meme coin, bro. It's just another community movement. But your meme coin doesn't do anything, dude. Do you understand? It's just another meme, which is great, but like, bro, you're not a world first OIP natively decentralized stablecoin. That's ownerless, immutable, permissionless. You are not that, dude. You are not that. You are not a safe haven from a world full of soy, Baal worshipping scum, banksters. You are not that. You're just another meme coin. And like I said, they're cool. But you are not that. You're not even on the same page. Yeah, but they don't believe until they see it. Ah, man, it's so funny. Because that's what they're thinking about. So Morad's appealing more to people who are like lonely. You're an incel. Which, you know, there's a big target market for that. All right. I mean, like PulseChain Sophia, for example, you know, getting a big following. But we're looking at something else. Like it's Red Pill Supercycle, dude. It's literally Red Pill Supercycle. Can't you see the AI surveillance state? Can't you see AI is all rigged? Can't you see Elon Musk, 2 trillion market cap? Can't you see all our rights are taken? Our privacy's taken? No, they can't see that. You understand? Because they're laughing at us. They say, oh, Hex had a bad ending because they didn't sacrifice. They don't care about freedom of speech, freedom of movement, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they don't care about that. You know? Hopefully the price goes up and they can start to care. Maybe it'll be too late. Man, it's kind of funny, man, just to see you guys. Like, that's why I really want you watching. I want you to make so much money. So much money. So, because one day, friends, I want to be on one of those podcasts, okay? On those channels. And I'm just going to be sticking it to them. I go, hey, check out these titties. Look at these nipples. You know why I can stand on camera and do this? You want to know why? Because instead of walking around with a thumb up my bum, I actually did the research and I bought the depression. And we hodled. Do you remember that meme? Hodl? Whatever happened to that meme? Everybody became a trader soy boy. You want to dump all your VC unlocks. You want to psyop and gaslight everyone. And you know, so I made over 7,000 videos for you. Literally 7,000 videos. I told you what you guys are doing wrong. And just to remind you what they're doing wrong, everyone in crypto is doing the things wrong, friends. They are looking at utility to try game and psyops retail so they can release a token based off high utility so they can dump. Okay? Bitcoin is the highest market cap coin of crypto. No utility. Bunch of believers. Metcalfe's law. No one in crypto is trying to emulate it. No one. You see? They're not trying to emulate it. They don't even understand why it went up. Richard Hart does. I can tell you that much. But, you know, maybe we're just wrong. Some say we're early. Maybe we're wrong and early. Maybe we're just totally wrong. We don't know. We'll see. We're going to need a bigger boat, Mr. PulseChain Arde says as well. Mr. Heisenberg, I see you, sir. You're doing a... Is it Mr. Heisenberg? Are you... Either you or Mr. DB Cooper. I see a lot of using the Red Pill content. I want to say them, but I want to say what you guys are posting. I just don't want YouTube to delete me. I like all your comments. I like all your comments. Love you, Sommi. Your wisdom goes way beyond crypto. Thank you so much, sirs. I'm no different to you, friends. I'm literally just here 18 hours a day, okay? I'm 18 hours a day, okay? Kenny Bush. Is there any concern for the pDAI held by exchanges like Binance? Good question, sir. We don't know. I think they have like 300 million pDAI. We don't know what the plan is. We have no idea. Okay, I can tell you something though. If there is a plan, the incentive is for the exchange owners to give their audience the airdrop. but there might be an exchange required by Richard Hart where he says, hey, give your audience the money, but you're going to have to list our coin. And you're going to have to list PulseChain core coins. It could be that. And that, my friends, would be a very fitting end to the world's biggest airdrop. Because it does turn out to be the world's biggest airdrop. Okay, that might be it. But it could be just wishful thinking. And, you know, everyone's laughing at us. We just got our Pokemon Pikachu journey music. We're just navigating it. That's all we can do. You gotta remember as well, so it's very hard because, you know, that's what she said. It's very hard because you're holding and like you want something to happen. And you're thinking of connecting the pieces and everything out here. You're really thinking of that. But you can't help but wonder, you know, it's been like 24 months and you keep constantly evaluating and you're like, well, what happened to the other 50,000 things we thought were going to happen? You understand? It's like been taking so long. So then that's why you always got to evaluate, right? Are you wrong? Are you early? Right? No one can answer that for you. They can't. Many people have quit. Like Davey Soy Hoffman. Dude, Davey Soy Hoffman, friends, was writing essays about Ethereum being money in 2021. He just sold. He's been in for 9 years. He's like, you know what? I'm out. And now he's fighting Ethereum because Vitalik's writing a novel. Right? But like, you know, if I had Davey Soy Hoffman in the room here, okay, I would say to him, well, you know, we don't blame you, bro. Like, you waited 9 years. And he'd say, bro, how much longer do you want me to wait? I waited 9 years. There's no answer, right? There's no answer. How long do you wait? How long is a piece of string? You have no idea. That's why it's a believer cycle, you know? That's also why a lot of my commentary, when people always say, why haven't we pumped? Why aren't we going up? I show you ETH BTC ratio, dude. And I go, you know what? Is Ethereum $10,000 yet? No, it's not. Okay. So why are you asking why we haven't pumped? You know, it helps. It just helps anchor yourself. Because a lot of people, friends, they if you think it's just going to get better tomorrow immediately, you run out of stamina. And that's the most important part, just keeping your stamina here. Mr. Stevie saying something's cooking. Sure is, sir. Jared. When pDAI hits 25 cents, Ivan needs a pDAI dial-do sent to him. Man, it's going to be really funny. That'd be really... The 1 cent's going to be a big one, friends. The 1 cent. 1 cent pDAI. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, 1 cent pDAI, friends, because 1 cent pDAI, I think it's 36x from the gravestone emoji day. That's the most important part. If I could just get the chart price up. Right here. While it loads, 36x. Here we go. From April 19th. Right now. Okay. April 19th. So 36x. That'll be the big gravestone emoji day. Very, very, very important. And it'll be like a great mini little trophy. Because like they literally came out and said it was dead. I think Ivan also said it was dead that day. Right here. He came out. Literally everybody. They posted the gravestone emoji. That's why I called it gravestone emoji day. I go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So just a lot of people don't know the context. I made a video in 2023 saying, if you see anybody write a gravestone emoji or a coffin for a coin, automatically buy. Automatically buy. You got very high odds of working. And I've been waiting for this moment. I never knew it would happen. And for some reason on this day, everybody just dropped the gravestone emoji day. April 19th. And they said, oh, well, pDAI, now you're finally dead. It was kind of funny. It did rally from that point. 26x already. Man, that was funny. So is it going to happen again? I hope so. That's why we cover all this stuff. You know, NineIronCapital, PulseChain Layer 2 stuff. Continuing on. Eric Dong, Mr. Stevie Robinson says, Aspen, wouldn't it make sense for pDAI to instant peg rather than work its way up to $1? Now, to be honest, sir, it would make sense to pump and dump the whole way. It would make sense because it rinses more people out. Okay, that's why. If it goes up, buyers buy, Richard Hart FUDs it, they get out. Buyers buy, Richard Hart FUDs it, they get out. Buyers buy, NineIronCapital FUDs it. Every time people sell out, they're giving away supply. So the more, it's a game, right? The more supply you can get people to give you by dumping early, that's less of a liability you have to worry about when it's at $1. So the game theory suggests pumping and dumping the whole damn thing, which is kind of funny because if you look at the chart, it's very interesting, isn't it, friends? If you look at the damn chart, the chart is a massive streak of pump and dumps. I guess that's the most amazing thing of all of it. It actually does confirm that, all of it. I mean, look at it. Look at the damn thing. Log chart, down to 0, up here. Down 90%, up there. Down 86%, up there. Down 100% again, up here. Down 87%. My gosh. So what if it ran up to 4 cents and then back down to 1 and then up to like 14 and then back down to 3, right? What if it did that? If you do these, check this out. This is usually huge drops, right? 65% drop, 77% drop, all the way up there. And yeah, there will be people exiting on that. There will be. Like if someone has 10 million pDAI, right? If they have 10 million pDAI and it got to 10 cents, they will have $1 million redoonies. So there will be psychology, right? As someone sees their account hit $1 million, right? Maybe they're like, oh, it's going to go to $1. And then Richard Hart FUDs it back down here. And now they no longer have their $1 million. Now they've got 300,000. Okay. And then their girlfriend's going to message them saying, hey, last time he didn't get out, you waited 8 years, you idiot. Get out now. Okay. And then they'll be selling and someone will be buying. And then it might repeat all over again. Yep. I'm preparing you, friends. I'm preparing you. You know, really, I don't do this too much, but I do this as much as I can because I know no one's listening. But what I'm doing is I am like disturbing the process. I'm not meant to be doing this. I'm not. But because no one's told me what's happening, you know what I mean? I'm a nutcase just like you, but I'm not meant to be disturbing the process. Right? But that's why, like, I don't waste my time. Oh, there's another pump and dump coin. I'll just be like, ah, well, good luck. You know what I mean? Does it make sense now, friends? I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But look, there's always a devil's advocate. And I'll tell it to you now. Every PulseChain influencer, if you talk to them about what I said, they'll say, no, 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 no. That's PsyOps. That's PsyOps. Sommi just said that so he can sell on you. So you're not thinking about selling. That's why he's doing it, you see? There's no right answer to this. Because technically it's true. You know, technically, if someone wants to be nefarious, they would be telling everybody, like what the Bitcoin maxis told everyone. Fiat's a scam. Don't sell. What were all the Bitcoin maxi scum doing last year? Dumping 10,000 BTC clips. Boom. Pivoting to AI. Boom. Pivoting to gold. You see? It's a tough game. That's why I just tell you, dude, like, friends, I tell you every single day, dude, the damn coin went to 0 twice. I got no idea. Okay. So if you go and tell your parents or your friends, hey, so there's a guy who pegs his own nipples and he likes his coin and started going up. What do you expect from it? We have no idea, right? Part of the magic. Part of the magic. DJ Deliverance. I'm thinking it's going to come to the 200-week moving average. I guess you're talking about Bitcoin. 55K to 60K is a buy zone. So, Mr. DJ Deliverance, something I can tell you now. As I've been trading, my gosh, supposed to be 15 years. Jesus. Okay, so when I just, okay, mechanics. There are some mechanics. They get their finger, put it in the exhaust, and they can tell you there's a hole in the engine somewhere. Okay. Nurses, they get their thumb, put it up your butt, and they go, oh, you've got pneumonia. You see how everyone just does their stuff? Well, I've just watched markets and crowds for a freaking long time. That's all I know, okay? When everybody has the same indicator, it gets cursed. It doesn't work. But the trick is, you got to find out what the indicator is that everyone's using. No one comes out and tells you, okay? Every single person in crypto is looking at the 200-week moving average. Every single person. Literally, name a crypto influencer. They're on it. Why are they looking at it? Okay, it's because they are anchoring to last cycle where we broke below it. Okay? It's no surprise that in this cycle, everyone front-run the level and it went above it, okay? That's just some information for you. So that's why it's a tough game, dude. You got to always get the edge. It's static. It's never static. It's always a moving target. And also, Mr. Alexander the Great, not the good, Mr. Alexander the Great. If the post-nut clarity bill passes, the banking cabal is getting a big L. They tried bringing us down by manipulating the market, but it backfired. You can see it, how it pissed off Jamie Dildo. Yes. Good work, sir. The real story about the Post-Nut Clarity Act is the crypto industry did not capitulate when we went down here, right? What they wanted is, because the price went down, they wanted all of us to beg them to make a deal. But they made a mistake, dude. Okay? You didn't give the Goyim an alt season. We're all poor. Yeah? So that's what happens, friends. You want to learn how to manipulate people? You don't only manipulate them, you have to give them a reward first to take away. When they just beat the shit out of us, we've got our backs against the wall. We don't care. They never gave us anything to take away. Yeah, that's what their mistake is. Are they going to adapt for next time? Maybe. So that makes sense, right? We're like, well, we're already down 95% after 5 years, brother. You think we're going to capitulate now? Yeah. So what they're used to, they're not used to us retardios. They're used to stock market people. Stock market people, if their stock drops 18%, they want capital punishment for the CEO. They think that's the end of the world. Okay? Totally different to crypto people. Aspen, if it grinds up, probably talking about pDAI, then surely more non-believers will be able to get in. Yeah, but you gotta remember, sir, they get in and then they sell. Okay? They get in, you gotta, this is how it works, all right? Non-believers might buy at 1 cent, and then it comes back down here and they sell. Then it breaks 1 cent. Ivan on Tech is talking about it on his show. It goes to 4 cents. Then when it comes back to 2 cents, maybe Richard Hart says, don't tell me you guys are buying that stupid cancer coin again. How stupid are you? And then they sell it all again. And then it does it all again. You see that? So what actually happens is it's a wave of people, you know? Because when you think of a non-believer, it's not just one non-believer. It's a scale. There's 100 people. There will be the first 5 non-believers out of 100 who get in. Okay? They'll get in. You name them. It could be PulseChain Giga. It could be Mr. Shill Gates. It could be some other PulseChain KOL. They get in and they tell their friends and it has momentum. And then they get other people in, because that's what happens. When non-believers see the other non-believers get in, it gives them FOMO, right? It does, because they're like, wait, you mean that stupid thing we're fighting about? You just capitulated in? You must think there's a lot of free money to be made, and that's actually how it happens. And then, yeah, they never hold, friends. They never hold. But they do you a favor. They help get other non-believers in to discover higher prices. So that's a natural process, right? And you just got to think about it like, you know, there's no coin that does it better than our stupid pDAI coin. Kind of, because you got to think about it as well. We don't trade off narratives, N-word narrative, but you just got to think about, man, it's been a 5-year bear market. People are starving, dude. Starving. The thought of a retard buying an unbacked stablecoin and it's going up and making them money. Nah. You've divided by zero. You've had your brain screwed. It's screwed. You want to know why? I can prove it to you right now. You know Elon Musk? He tweets something every day. If someone makes another meme coin off an Elon Musk word on Pump Fun, and let's say it goes to 50 million market cap, do you give a shit? Do you really care? You don't care. Why? Because there's 100,000 memes that went to zero that day. There's no prophecy, there's no scripture, there's no peg nipples, there's no chiseled jaw, there's no hat. There's none of that. You don't give a crap. Okay? You don't care. But man, if pDAI is at 1 cent, okay? If pDAI is at 1 cent and we have the global nipple pegging event and someone says, oh my gosh, this guy's made 800 videos on this thing. This guy's made 5,000 posts. He's got a hat with the logo on it. He's been talking about, I invented stablecoin supercycle. I made the term unstable coin. Someone from Solana loved it so much that they took how funny it was and then they made the Solana meme coin out of it called unstable coin. Do you understand how long this is? There's a story, there's scripture. There's a reason for it to exist. It's a unicorn. The world needs a native decentralized stablecoin. Stablecoins are growing 40% year on year, even while Bitcoin's in a bear market and crypto. You'll never be able to live with yourself, dude. You'll never be able to live with yourself because finally you had a chance. Someone gave you the story, you know? They gave you the story. You missed Bitcoin, you missed Ethereum, because you don't know what the hell you're looking at. But the first time, you actually had a chance, right? And that's the craziest part. The craziest part is someone dumber than you, who doesn't know where the collateral's coming from, they got in earlier. That's what kills them. That's what kills them, friends.
You belong to me.
That's how it happens, man. That's how it happens. Okay. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Look, I'll tell you the biggest secret of crypto, right? You know, in crypto we think we're smart. We don't look smart, dude. We look stupid, right? Not just PulseChain. Every coin. People get FOMO, like stocks and real estate people. They get FOMO when we start making money because they go, "Hey, if a literal retardio like this is making money, I have to get in." Look how stupid that guy is, yeah. That's why we're going, red pill super cycle, stable coins, shares are just governance tokens. They're like, blah, 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 no fundamentals. That's all they hear. But if the coin's going up, dude, it's a whole different story. We also have Henny. Moo from Germany. We love Germany. Can't wait for Oktoberfest, sir. Thank you so much. Germany have contributed a lot of good things. Uda, chocolate, many planes, BMW, friends. A lot of things from Germany. Underground raves as well. Crypto, I think he's from there as well. Germany, they've done a lot. Had some amazing Counter-Strike players as well. I think it was Mouse, the esports team. Good stuff from Germany. We love Germany. Pretty much pissed the KRG donating $2 freaking Germanies. It's 4 in the morning, Sommi. Go home. So we are home. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Photo. Lizard people watching us. $1 is inevitable. Peg it. Thank you so much, Thank you so much. Mr. Shoesack as well. Shit. How far are we in? Everyone's saying Sommi is AI. Yes. I do exist, friends. Mr. PulseChain boss, you can't make the soy believe. True. And B risk kin with some Thai baht. 250 freaking THB for the weekly bite. Thank you so much, sir. The Thai baht. Where is Thailand? Let's go. Is it next to Shirtland? Where is the Thai baht on here, friends? We're going to have to find it so we can flip it. Oh, there you are. Damn, you're at 3 cents, sir. You are our all-time high. Mr. B Risk King. Near all-time high, 17x away. And above you is Cuban. The Cuban peso. Wow, Justin Trudeau. Half brother. DB Cooper saying Ivan on tech is a twink. Can't argue with that. Alex, 6 a.m. and Sommi. Let's go. PulseChain, it's wild how the psychology works. Yes, sir, it is. It is. That's all trading, man. That's all trading. That's all markets. Because if you don't understand psychology, you just think what you're in is a fail, and you failed because you just think, oh, I'm wrong, and everyone else is smart. Go, no. Everyone just feels bad. Okay, once you understand that, go, oh, everyone feels bad, right? Like there are people, friends, with portfolio coins. They're down 98%, but they're selling. Why? Because they have a portfolio. It's attached to them spiritually. They just don't want to see the logo anymore. They have to get rid of it. But that's irrational. You're like, bro, you've been holding for 5 years. Everything's destroyed. Why are you selling something that you think is worth $1? Why are you selling it for 2 cents? You know, metaphor for their coin. They go, I just don't like looking at it. That's irrational. But also, on the upside, they irrationally buy. Okay? So, yeah, crypto has obviously extreme swings like this. More friends. Katsu Curry. Sommi, what do you think about the banned word? Alt Queefin. I have no idea, sir. We've had a hollowing out of the industry. We don't know, dude. Yeah, I wish I had answers. I got no idea. No one knows. No one knows. Everyone's got their own idea. They go, oh, it's going to be an alt season just for Hyperliquid. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Have you met a crypto person? You understand? And then people say, oh, it's going to be totally new coins. Could be, but I don't know as well. Traditionally, it's always new coins. But I made a video, I think, a month or two ago. I said, listen, I'm telling you observationally, something's changed in the market mentally. When people see a new coin now, we don't see opportunity. We see a new scam. Pump Fund has done a favor for everyone. Pump Fund has diluted all the tokens. Okay? Years ago, when you saw a new coin, you see, oh, a potential 10x, a potential 20x, new people. You don't see that anymore. Now you just see too much risk. Okay? Where did I learn this from? I don't know. I just saw it enough now. I'm just saying it. I'm like, man, that's not normal. All right? We don't see new opportunity anymore. Right? So something's changed in the market, you know, which might mean, look, Tron, old coin. XRP, old coin. All right? So people, I guess, maybe are starting to see value in stuff that's still around. Mr. Big Banana. He's popular on Saturday nights. Imagine being a millennial getting conscripted to Iran war, getting wounded, and then you come home right before robots take over and you see robots in the next world war. It might be a reality, sir. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to own the robots. That's the scam. The robots, we're just going to get UBI, and you're not allowed to own the robots. So, you have no power. Okay? The elite are going to own the robots, and they're going to get Elon Musk and Mr. Beast to psyops us and say, hey, stay at home. Go paint. Play with your Game Boy. Play with all your Game Boys. You don't need to own the robots. No. Emil, now that the hyper's cooled off, what's your honest take on payment? Payment, so let's have a look at that. It did a big move. They always, so these things, they always Burj Khalifa, bro. They always Burj Khalifa. And yeah, people just always, they always Burj Khalifa. Every single time. Let's have a look at payment. Exactly what you'd expect. They're Burj Khalifa every single time, man. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's just like, if you can get in early, go for your life. Just, yeah. I just don't know what to say. Like, we can't even get coins backed by Vitalik to go up, you know? So Tom Lee can't even make Ethereum go up, dude. He's offside 50%, all right? Just giving you an idea of like, dude, no one knows what's going on. Just, look after yourself. 808, Mr. 808 saying, so you have a deleted message. You said, Sommi, you're looking rough, my boy. It's been 5 years, sir. Mr. Dr. Pega, thank you. Did delete his message, but it is good. It is good, friends. You know, sometimes seeing a negative message and stuff, it just screws you the head because you want to punch on, but they're not in the room with you. You're like, "Ugh, ugh." It's funny. It makes you feel alive. Johnny Big says, pooping in the shopping mall is the worst. Yeah, man. Yeah. You see just a different side of humanity. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing at home. Oh, man. Yeah. But hopefully one day they are our exit liquidity. Matt Smead, the train stops mogging for no one. Thank you, sir. Mr. Python said, Morad is queer. You know what I love about you guys, friends? I read your comments out because I'm in live chat streams with you. And I always want the guy, I'm like, bro, read the spicy stuff out, bro. Don't do the whole, and now, a word for our sponsors. Thank you to Rocketpool for sponsoring Bankless. And now a word from Kraken. Come and join up to Kraken, bro. Bro, just shut up and read the comment, bro. Come on, Bankless. Someone's calling you a twink in the comment section. Come on, dude. Get the gloves out. Get the gloves out. And they just, you know, everyone does it. But I get to do it now. It's good. Maddie Smead. Binance came from the Janet Yellen, bro. Wow, really? Janet Yellen memed Binance. Oh, did she? Wow, I never heard it from anyone. I just started saying it. Janet Yellen? The pudgy penguin lady. James Tobias. Well done, sir. You're here. Great avatar you have. Mr. Slugcoin. Sommi, you aren't a renegade of crypto. I don't know what that means, sir. What's the word renegade? Is like a warrior? Like, bro, it's been 5 years. I just wake up. I wish, dude, my computer store guy. I wish I got to record his face. I just walked in and he was in the back room. He just went like, he was like, I was just like, Jesus, bro, I don't want to be here. Like, just the face. Oh my gosh, man. Man, it's just, you know, it's just what do you do? What do you do? Like, yeah, I've got a theory. They're printing money. Donald Trump. Anyway, potatoes went up 7x. What do you say, bro? What do you say? What do you say, bro? Potatoes, dude. Oh, man, everyone bought Micron and Dell and Intel. Oh, gosh. And every crypto influencer is pivoting literally to stocks. Ocean Malibu. Sommi, how are you playing this scenario? Pulse reaches SAC price in 2027. That's next year. That's a 15x in 1 year. And it sits there for a year with an 80% dip. Yeah, sir, that's an easy scenario. Yeah, that's too easy. Everyone's going to get out there. And yeah, it probably will distribute around there. That's an easy scenario, sir. It's only 12 months away, pretty much. I hope we get it. We might get it. We might get it. But that's still painful, sir, because we're going to move into 2028. That'll be 7 years for break even, you know? So for everyone, this is the chart. What he's basically saying is by the end of next year, PulseChain does that. And then it does that. Very possible, sir. I'm a broken man. You know, I just got no answers, man. I got no answers. Like, Vitalik's writing a freaking book, bro. I got no answers. It's just, I hope it works out. It just, you know, just like, remember the computer store guy, bro? He's still got PTSD from Terra Luna. He thinks, you know, Ethereum staking. He's too scared to do Ethereum staking because he goes, I remember Terra Luna. Terra Luna was a Ponzi, and I'm like, no, this is different. And I'm like, I stopped myself. I'm like, shit, man, we're destroyed, dude. Retail doesn't understand the difference between Ethereum staking and Terra Luna. In their mind, yield in crypto equals scam. That's how destroyed we are, man. That's how destroyed we are. Mr. Henny says, no way I'm selling because a girlfriend is saying. Exactly, sir. Just don't even tell them, dude. Don't tell any of your family about anything. Just don't tell them, oh, we're up, we're down. Say, zzz. Every time it goes up, they're going to say, sell, 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 sell. Just don't do it. Don't do it, okay? You're going to be selling on the disbelief rally. Don't do it. Ocean Malibu, is there any way to identify if the FUD of a coin is opportunity or a real scam? There isn't, sir. Because is it just based off contrarian? It's unique every time, bro. It's unique. So if a coin drops 90%, 99%, the market is saying, oh, you've got no chance of survival. Okay, so that's why what I'm doing, what we're doing, we help each other out. Because we like, see, we show each other, oh, this isn't a scam. There is something here, right? And we just reinforce it with each other. Yeah, it could be an echo bubble, but you don't get this anywhere else. You just don't, right? Because someone has to sell it down 90%, right? Yeah, someone has to sell it down 90%. Most of the time, it's the insider selling it down 90% because they want to exit. That's why it's tough. That's why these things are rare, because you don't get them. But you only need one, man. You only need one. That's the thing. You don't know, oh, is this thing FUD? It's going to zero, etc. But like, if there's a believer, dude, I'll give you an example, right? Like XRP. XRP got attacked by the SEC right here, 2020. It went down to 20 cents. You know, that's why it helps to do research. You know, that's why whenever something goes down, I will tag it and I'll say, hey, if you're from this community, give me a reason to buy. Shill it to me now. Shill it to me. Remember Rune, 4chain? I'll go, shill it to me. Polkadot, come shill. Come. I want you to shill it to me, bro. Come and make the case. You know, it's hard, friends. It's hard because no one has the energy like PulseChain community, dude. Okay? If friends, imagine like PulseChain Sophia. Imagine she said she got her feet out. She goes, hey, Hexicans, come and shill me Hex. Friends, she'll have like 30 messages straight away. And they'll be like, oh, we're still here. Fluffy microphone. There's a conference. You see what I mean? But we know that. What about the other ones out there? It's really rare. It's really, really, really rare. I think what's going to happen is look, if this works out, we are the standard. Okay. But, you know, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it because it could be opportunity, but what you can't fake is the energy. It's really hard, man, because we're not getting paid. This is free. We don't even know we're going to get paid. It's really, really hard. Let's check out some soy comments. Tiagon, like if there were no other better options other than pDAI, nice clown. Okay, so I need to, sir, because your message got deleted. Like if there were no other better options than pDAI. The thing is, there are options. And if you say they're better, you didn't even tell me their names. So obviously there isn't one. You see, I can tell you by the sentence. Okay. If there's a better option, write the tag, bro, immediately. Okay? Write the tag. That's why when Morad says SPX is the future, pDAI is better. There you go. There you go. So, you know what I mean? Because I know it's better. Okay? It's a unicorn. Ownerless, immutable, permissionless, native decentralized stablecoin. It's the inverse Luna. You've never seen it before. It's literally a unicorn. You see? I'll literally write it down, right? This thing is really, really rare, friends. Really rare. Could go to zero, though. Zigzag. He likes his own comments. I got to see. Here we have Mr. freaking HODLR. Double bubble rates. AUD strong versus USD. Well done, sir. Mr. Hex HODLR. Hex is a better Bitcoin. Okay, we'll never back down from that. Man, it's going to be wild, friends. Imagine pDAI pegging is phase 1 for Hex. Maybe it reaches parity with eHex to resurrect. Imagine that, dude. Imagine that. Like, you got to think about, isn't that, friends, what I just outlined for you, isn't that Richard Glory? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, you get pDAI up. Now everyone's looking at your chain. You get your Hex to resurrect. Now everyone's going to pretend like they were bullish on you the whole time. That's the ultimate. That's the final gambit card. But, you know, not everyone believes. They just say, oh, you know, if you listen to Ivan says, the fat man, he go away. Drip, 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 drop, drip, drop. right? So that's what it comes down to, friends, you know. Are we just scam victims? But then again, you know, Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin after Mt. Gox collapsed, people said it was scam victims as well. Belfast, accusing me of having a lizard mask on. Get it ready for the pegging. Yeah, so I might have to buy a lizard suit, friends. Might have to get one. I'm trying to look for a cute one. a cute lizard suit. Oh, man, it was just funny. It's just, friends, just let everyone knows, friends, we feel very, very bad for Sir Nathaniel, okay? Sir Nathaniel actually uncovered, I don't want to say too much, they're probably watching. He uncovered a cabal of the biggest crypto founders, the biggest names in crypto, okay? And they're all in a secret cabal. All right? Just go to the CoinGecko. Look at the biggest market cap and just go to the biggest names. Who are your biggest names? Who are the big exchange owners and stuff? Just, yes. He's uncovered a cabal and they are in a secret group. And he got so close that they deleted everything and ran away. Okay? That's Sir Nathan. That he was over the target. Now, you got to think about, this is what we were speaking about when we had a 3 o'clock convo. I told him, I go, that makes perfect sense. You want to know why? Satoshi had to be anonymous. Everyone knows you got to be anonymous. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if they all had private chats and they said, hey, Wall Street's coming. Jamie Dildo's coming. Right? Larry Finkelstein's coming. The deep state's coming. We have to do something. We've got to keep it hidden. No names. We keep it underground. We've got to do something. Now, what is that do something? I don't know. Is pDAI part of the plan? Now we're starting to sound like XRP conspiracy theorist nut jobs. We don't know. I'm just telling you, Mr. Sir Nathan, he was over the target. Yeah. That's why when we were talking, I was like, man, Sir Nathan, that's amazing. But then a week later, he goes, okay, you know, I'm definitely never coming back. You're a lizard. You don't exist. This thing is the mark of the beast. I'm out. You know, that's why I was like, no, bro, you got so close. You connected too many pieces of the puzzle now. That's why it's, yeah, it could be early onset paranoia or something, friends. That's why. But they're just telling you what it is, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. It is wild. So it's a beautiful brain, beautiful connections. It's just, that's why it broke my heart, bro. It literally waited for him to sell and then it did 140% rally instantly. Rory, too much evidence to ignore at this point. PulseChain will have multiple stable coins, not just pDAI. I agree, so it really does have it all. It does have them now. Ownerless, immutable, permissionless though. You know, are they native? Remove the admin key risk. Got to be removing bridge risk, etc., etc. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Also, which one do you care about? Right? Zigzag. The hard part is actually being able to buy pDAI. I'm not savvy enough. No, sir, that's what you want, bro. You want it hard, sir. You want it hard. He said, I just bought Hex and that's my exposure. I'm illiterate. My friend, it is literally libertyswap.finance. And I just got to check here. Just please, for the love of God, don't use Google. Don't use Google. Go to their PulseChain, go to their X profile, Twitteroonies, and get it. This is it. Liberty Swap. Okay, you can literally go from Coinbase into, you can just swap from another chain into, if you do like $1,000 redoonies, into pDAI and PulseChain. And it'll give you a quote. And I'll give it to you on there, right? How magical is that? Liberty Swap solves everything, man. Everything. But just, yeah, like I said, just be careful because it's fake websites and everything. And it's just, yeah, it's a tough game. So how much does $1,000 redoonies get you? 562,000 pDAI. I wonder if one day it only gives you 1,000 pDAI. Interesting. Zigzag. I believe in the pDAI peg happening, but it has to be like 2028 to 2032, he says. That's when things will start to heat up. Bitcoin needs to fail first. like AOL did. Bitcoin, sir, is long-term store of value. Okay, and pDAI, look, we don't know anything about the timeline, right? But look, I'll be honest, man. If you told me, look, this is it. If you draw this like that, yeah, man. Look, that is your 2028 to 2032. It is that. I just don't know, right? I don't know. What if there's an Ethereum surge? Yeah, the timing on these is impossible to tell. There will be a point though. Then maybe if you're trying to trade pDAI, I don't recommend it. But you know, a fun thing you can do is just go in the pDAI Telegram every day, wait for it to go up, and wait for the moment where we start saying $1 is FUD. And then when people start arguing that it's going to go above $1, that's probably like you got to be before. It's a funny moment because there is a moment when that happens. Yeah, it is funny because it's so pure and fresh. It really is. Yeah, but I don't recommend trading it. It's just funny to see where we all be like, no, it's going above it. Zigzag, friendship confirmed. Not only do I like my own comments, I also buy Hex while not wearing pants. And I sell Bitcoin to facilitate my obsession with Hex. Well done, sir. WizDie, Sommi is the next GameStop guy. I think you're talking about Roaring Kitty. Yeah, well, that was insane, dude. That was insane. What, did he make 40 million? He just never sold, man. Friends, you understand? Oh, man. Friends, you practice your whole moment for it. Your whole life. Yeah. To hold the position, you're on side 1 million, 5 million, back to 1, up to 10, then 12 million, back to 5 million. He never got out all the way to 40. Right? But that's why I'm telling you, bro, what do you think Richard Hart went through? Richard Hart watched his Bitcoin become $1 billion, and then it went like probably down to 300 million. And Satoshi's gone. And he has no one to go off. He's got like Max Kaiser probably. And he's just holding. You understand? So like these guys, they did it in a totally different game. You know, we're like standing on the shoulders of giants. Here we go as well. Zigzag. I bought Hex off Mexi. Sir.
A kiss, a cry, a rights,
well done. Man. Mexi. Oh man, these exchanges. Awesome. Awesome to see everyone in here. Joel, is it possible to buy pDAI now? Sir, not financial advice. Yes, it's crypto, dude. You can buy it at any time. It's permissionless. It's right here. This is the price on libertyswap.finance. I hold no responsibility, dude. I'm already uninvited from every family event. Okay? Okay? And like, you know, it's been a long 5 years, dude. You do what the hell you want. I'm not telling anyone to touch any of this shit. Okay? I'm long. I still DCA buy. I put what I think is a good word out to the world. But even then, we still get kicked in the balls. Okay? So, just do what you want. Just, obviously, you know, the same stuff, okay? Do your own research. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. But also acknowledge that everybody who retired did bet more than they can afford to lose. Don't go all in, but also acknowledge people who did make it, did go all in. So you have to figure all that, sir, Mr. Jolie. I wish simple answers. Also, you're watching a man who pegs his own nipples, okay? So I don't know how much probability you can give to that. Sommi, did you know you have a pDAI song on Amazon Music? Really, Eugene? So, friends, we have Mr. Pharaoh here, who actually has an actual cracker pDAI song that he made in 2024 when we went up, man. There's such good times, good memories. Maybe we could just try and find Mr. Pharaoh. Shout out to Mr. Pharaoh as well. Man, I've been waiting to play the freaking song. We just haven't pumped in so long, man. On-chain advocate, Janet Yellen is a human turtle. I agree. Dronin, a 5-year relationship ends, but PulseChain persists. pDAI. Thank you. That's a very wholesome, lovely message. All right. Zigzag, I blew my co-worker's mind yesterday, he says. She was convinced crypto was fake and a scam. Smart lady. Until I explained how money was actually made and how it's based off debts and fake ass treasury bonds. Yeah, you know a guy who used to trade with, Aaron. I wonder if he's still watching. Aaron tried to red pill me in 2013. Barack Obama was president, and he says, he was telling me this shit in 2013. He was saying, you know, the money's a scam, right? He goes, you know, Barack Obama or Republicans, you're voting for the same thing, right? I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. No idea. Then he blew out his account. He blew out his account. Yeah, the US T-notes had like a big flush down and like he just kept averaging. He blew out. But I still think about that moment, man. If I just listened to him in 2013, I would have gotten a step closer to finding Bitcoin early. But I didn't. It was one combo. I'm like, this guy's cooking for Cocoa Puffs. That's what I was thinking. He's like, it's all a scam. It's all a scam. 2013. There's no YouTube to go off, friends. It was always like it was like 280p, really low quality videos. There was nothing, dude. You had no idea. You didn't have all these like, oh man. And there was no one who got rich of it. I'll never forget it, Aaron, if you're out there, man. He tried to red pill me, man. I was just looking at this guy. I remember it was like 2 a.m. He's like, it's all a scam. The way I was looking at him, I was like, dude, this guy has lost his marbles. Man, it was so good. See, that's why I tell you, to win, it's not the time machine. Oh, let's go back and buy Bitcoin. No, it's keep an open freaking mind, bro. That's how you win. Look for something you've never seen before. Listen to people who have told you something you haven't heard before. Just listen, man. If I just listened, right? There was also a guy, friends, who sat next to me in the office. Okay. I forgot his name. Matt remembers him. He tried to tell us about Bitcoin in 2014. I don't even remember the convo. And Matt told me, he goes, yeah. He goes, don't you remember? He came in, he said, I'm buying Bitcoin every Monday. And we're like, bro, what the hell is that? We're here to trade, dude. Yeah. I don't remember the convo because I was so fixated on just, hey, I'm trading markets, trying to day trade. Yeah. I had no idea, dude. And then he left. He couldn't make money day trading. So, like, I remember those moments, dude. I remember those freaking moments. And I think back, man, just playing in my head, you know? I think I remember he told me about it and I checked Bitcoin price and it was $30. And I'm like, hey, how do you buy it? He's like, oh, you know, you got to be careful. You got to like send it to an exchange. Hopefully your bank doesn't like disable it. I'm like, can't be bothered. Straight away, I said, can't be bothered. Straight away, I just wrote it off. Never again. Never again. Big regrets, bro. Huge, huge. But you know what? You didn't have a guy pegging his own nipples saying stablecoin super cycle, right? You didn't have that. Now you have that. That's why a lot of people ask me like, hey man, but why are you convicted? You know, why are you convicted? Oh, bro, because I've seen it before. I've seen it in my dreams, dude. That's why. You want to know why I'm convicted? Why I'm not letting go? It's because I've been here before, dude. Okay? And that was 13 years ago, friends, and I still think about that. It's 13 years ago. I'm not screwing this one up. So, man, yeah. It's good times, friends. Good times. Now I'm red pilling everyone. It's funny. Mr. Crypto Crossfire, yelling for Spoonie. They want you, Spoonie. They want you. Mr. Cat, when Jesse Michael's new video review? I have to watch it, sir. I haven't been able to watch it. A lot of people are really... Oh, man. A lot of people keep saying his interview guests, they look like plants. But the stories look so credible. You don't know what's going on, man. You know? We could figure out what's going on, maybe. All right. If there's good and there's bad UFOs, and some of them are demons, where they don't want you to like know God spiritually, then maybe the psyop from Baal worshippers is they try to paint them as good. It's like you're eating the forbidden fruit and the knowledge, and maybe that's what we have to wrestle with, okay? Because that's maybe our next humanity objective. Figure out who's good and who's bad, you know? But you know, friends, you know what I stand, dude. I'm like way too deep in this bear market to give a damn about any of this like higher humanity stuff for everyone else, right? The Dark says, Sommi, read my shield. Where is it, sir? Where's the Dark? I'm trying to find it, sir. Mr. Hex HODLR says, Sommi, double bicep flex. I freaking double freaking bicep flex. Freaking, you got it 2 freaking times. I want to read your shield, sir. Mr. Dark, I want to read your shield, sir. Where is your shield? Okay. I'm trying to find it. Well. Wait, is it another meme coin, sir? Is it another squirrel coin? I'm trying to read your shield. Because that's the thing, friends, as well. I like seeing other people's coins because you never know. Sometimes you find something funny. What's unique here? I like their branding, their colors. What are they doing differently? Yeah, that's how you learn, man. That's how you learn. You'd be surprised when like someone who's just, you know, trying to make $500, the amount of effort they put in to make the stuff. But yeah, if I could find it, sir, I will read it. And I'll have a look. B-Risk. Sir Nathan might be right in his reality, but not ours. Yeah, it's true, sir. It's very true. We have... Oh, someone said hello, Sommi. I missed him. Simon says, Simo, I say hello. Ends in 71DOF. That is the pDAI contract address. 1DOF. Zoom Truth. Yeah, with Bitcoin, people on Zero Hedge were saying buy at 50 cents, and I didn't listen. No way! Zero Hedge! Damn, I was reading that in the office every day. Gosh. No way, man. Damn, you just... maybe we're here, man. Maybe there's people in here. They're like, hey, I saw this guy pegging his own nipples, and they're talking about this native decentralized stablecoin that might go to $1. Maybe we are that right now. Cattleman, good morning from Canada. Mr. Cattleman, also, friendly reminder, you, Mr. Cattleman, have entered a technical recession. Canada just printed its second negative GDP reading. He has woken up to an urgent live notification from my friend Sommi. Thank you, sir. This is my only dopamine. Yeah, we're so fried. We're so fried. Oh, man. I walk around like, how do they do it? How do they do it? Now we know how they're doing it. They're in stocks. That's how. That's how they do it. It never goes down. It's mathematically programmed to go up. Crash. Our favorite Crash, 936. I bet they kept Sommi in the trading firm because it was funny. Definitely not because of his trading skills. Smiley face. No, so it was actually very good trading. They actually put... This, you learn about the game, right? I found an edge. And the risk guys all watched me. And they watched me. And then after 4 weeks, they just sent like 15 kids to copy what I was doing. Yeah. And I kept building and building and building. It was very interesting about just finding that. But unfortunately, what ends up happening is... because we were trading spreads, you know? Because I couldn't trade outright. So crypto is all outright stuff, right? I was trading spreads, and it's just a different game. But then, like, the volatility got less. Because no one teaches you this, right? Because your edge is always decaying. And then other people who can't make money, they start asking everyone who's making money. And then when they figure out someone's making money somewhere, they all start going there. And they try to figure out what you're doing. And then the capital comes in, and the volatility gets less and less, and the money goes away. That's the game. And it's just a constant loop of that. It's a constant loop. And that's why I told you how I came into crypto. There was one guy who had left 2 years prior, and he ended up in crypto, trading Bitcoin. And he made 400 grand in like 2 or 3 months. And they were like, that's it. I've had enough. Yeah, and we came in. So yeah, I've seen it all. That's why I know the tricks of the trade, man. I know, man, if I was evil, I'd just be rinsing everyone. It's so easy to rinse everyone, dude. They just don't get it, dude. I can see someone says, oh, look at this trading indicator. I go, bro, you change your time frame. They go, oh, you could have made money on this coin. I go, I've seen its chart before it made a big run on the uptrend. It had 3 fake outs. You didn't know the 4th one was going to be a big one. I know how they all work. Crypto people are very easy to exploit. Unfortunately, very easy, which I'm sure you're not surprised. Ocean Malibu, Sommi, will you live stream in Euphoria when you go to 300,000 subs? Oh, sirs, I'm telling you right now, guys, if you see me at that number, just start selling. Don't even ask questions. I'll be streaming every step of the way. Are we gonna get there, man? We've been waiting a long time. You know, YouTube views, friends, for all crypto, it's down 80% after 5 years. You know, it's so bad. My average, you know, friends, in 2013, I had 13,000 subs. My views today are 37% less than 2013. Yeah. Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, everything was in a better place. That's how bad it is now. This is all across everywhere, dude. No one's here. No one's here. That's why if you watch all the crypto influencers, they really stacked on all the sponsorships. They're like, oh, he's a hardware ledger, and he's like Binance and Kraken and this, and like they've really stacked it on, man. Oh man, it's been one hell of a ride. I can't even call it a ride, you know. It's not even a roller coaster. Isn't there an up part on a roller coaster? it's just like straight in. Keep going. Keep going. Cobzo, the Moon Carl has leapt crypto to make music. No effing way. Are you serious, sir? No way. Moon Carl is going to become a DJ. Oh, man. I wish we had a capital to just... If you have any capital, friends, just don't even ask questions. Just start DCA buying, please. Please. The Moon Carl. 5 years ago, the Moon Carl, he was reportedly making $100 million in a month from Bybit referrals as everybody was getting liquidated. The Moon Carl's referral fee money was so big, the rumor, so someone from the exchanges leaked it to Da Vinci, Crypto, Ivan on Tech, and Crypto Kobe. Yeah, so when they saw that, they all jumped on it. Yeah, man, because they go, what the hell? My gosh, that's why they all do it, because they'll never forget how much Carl was making, Carl the Moon, and yeah, I remember I caught him on a simulator. Yeah, I caught him, and someone took the picture and they posted it. This one I had. This was like 2022. Man, good days. It was good days. It's just, yeah, this is a game. This is a game, friends. That's just, but you know all this, you know all this. It's just tough. It's tough to deal with this because it's hard. How do you be ethical in this game, bro? It's tough, friends. Like, there's not an ethical thing in this freaking industry because we're here to invest. It's not consumption, you know? Like with girls, it's easy. Oh, here's some lipstick for your mouth. You know what I mean? Any other industry, oh, here's some pills for your dick if you're just some fitness guy. But for crypto, it's investment. It's like, hey, I want a vehicle where if I put $10 redoonies, I make a positive return. There's no consumption. It's really hard, man. It's really hard, right? Like you can sell education, but for what? The meta's changing every 3 months. What are you going to do? Teach everyone to trade? They're all frauds. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Like I was using ChatGPT. I was using the cloud, trying to test some like AI bots coding scripts, and I was just punting it around. But you know, if I made money, I'm not going to make it a course because everyone's going to copy paste it, and there's no edge is gone. So it's, yeah, man, it's really, really tough. Mr. Shoesack, Highland freaking fluffies with 10 freaking dollary dudes. Got it right here, sir. The fluffy slippers. Thank you so much. Coin Hobo, hi. Anybody still here? We're all still here, sir. Hex HODLR, I hope his Downs brother is getting well looked after. Wow, Ocean Malibu. Yes, Carl Moon is not even posting crypto on his Instagram. He's posting pics with his fiance. Wow, well, congratulations to him and his boyfriend. It's about time he came out of the closet. Hex HODLR is spamming lesbians and chicken burger. Your favorite combo, hey sir, on a Saturday night. So many things. Awesome. We also have an interesting comment. Tom asked, Christianity is a psyop. Yeah, man, you know, we're going to all put our religions aside and remember, we've all been to hell, okay? Hell does exist. Hell on earth exists. It's called altcoins. It's funny, man. I hope to God we make it out of this, friends. I hope to God, and I hope one of you guys make that collage where you clip me, like just losing my mind. Man, but you understand, it's really hard, man. It's really hard because the family members be like, listen, it's been 5 years, dude. It's time to move on. What do you say to that? I say, go stuff yourself. That's why I'm not leaving, dude. No. But how can you explain to someone in your family, listen, for you, it's walking away, okay? For the rest of us, it's you walk away, you know the market's waiting for you, then it pumps up 10x, 4,000 people are messaging you, congratulating you on your win, but you got to tell them you cheated, okay? So, no, we're not leaving. We're never leaving. We'll die here. Interesting. Also, there's a comment, Mr. Crash, you reminded me of a guy. They said, I bet they kept Sommi a trading firm because it was funny, not trading skills. There was a guy, he did try to stay hired because he was trying to make relationship with everyone. I still remember him. Yeah, and he was like an investment banker guy. He just couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. You had to work, you had to grind stupid hours. It's just, yeah, it's really hard. This was pre-crypto days. That's why crypto came. Everyone rushed to it. But then the edge went away. Now, TradFi is actually easier to trade than crypto. That's how messed up it is. TradFi is actually easier. It is. Wrath. Jesus resurrected 1 time. pDAI resurrected 2 times. Dig it. pDAI, the new messiah. Well done, sirs. Mr. Anonymous. The best and strongest community ever. We are the best and strongest. We are. I mean, survived 99% twice. So, friends, you've learned today. We've learned a lot, okay? Today's breaking news stream, it is monumental. Yes, the price is not global nipple pegging 1 cent, but it is monumental, okay? Thanks to NineIronCapital, Mr. 9-inch, okay? He's popular on Sundays. We can now see the PulseChain layer 2 connection is pivotal to the pDAI story. We can now mint pDAI through a mechanism which has answered a very old, 15-month-old question. If PulseChain Maker DAO is destroyed, how the hell do you make more pDAI tokens? Okay? What the hell does it entail? I made a theory, not a theory, just guessing. I go, well, what if they do a 10-to-1 exchange program where you've got to sell at 10 cents? That's like $1. Just me saying that, everyone wanted to kill me. That was actually funny. You guys, I'll never forget the amount of death threats I got because I said, oh yeah, I'll just go to 10 cents and we hand it in and we get another token. This is the funniest part. I said it when I think we were around this price in May last year. Friends, this is the funniest part. 10 cents is 65x away. Can you believe? Look at the community. I made a theory. I go, you know what? You're only going to get a 65x return. And they said, you ever say that again, you'll get you out. No, please. Please, no, sir. Please, please. I'll change my target to $1, sir. Please. Yeah. You guys got violent. And I was like, bro, it's 65 times your money. Why are you getting violent? They go, don't do it. Don't do it. No, please, please, sir, please. Okay, so... But now we don't need a 10 cent FUD. 10 cents became FUD. That's funny. 10 cents became FUD. Now, with the ward, we can actually mint pDAI. And now we have Liberty Swap doing Liberty Lend, which is very interesting because they can connect the rails. And with Liberty Lend, there is borrowing and lending rates, and they can be adjusted because pDAI can be squirted in or sucked out. Okay, when they squirt in, you inflate the pDAI there. So it can stake more and it can drop the yield down and you can burn it away if you want the yield higher. Okay, now you're probably confused, like, hey, what is that useful for? Okay, imagine you're rich at heart and you want people to come into the chain and you want to attract Tether holders. What are Tether holders earning in yield right now, friends? 0. All right? 0. There is $180 billion of Tether holders who are earning 0 yield. They are cucks. What if you offered them a stablecoin that gives them 10% for a short amount of time? Starting to think, maybe they bridge over. Yeah? You got to think about it. If 1% of Tether holders is 1.8 billion, what happens if that bridges over to PulseChain to grab the yield? I don't know how it all works. I'm just telling you. Now you can see why the yield toggle, it smells very interesting. Okay? Raf, Sommi, have you heard of the spoon killer? I haven't, sir. Don't tell me. Was there actually a murderer who tried to do it with a spoon? I haven't, sir. That's probably maybe it's my next documentary to watch. The spoon killer. Perpetual Bitcoin. Hey, Sommi, our project paid your public wallet multiple years worth of USDO. Thank you, sir. Perpetual Bitcoin. Are you the P Bitcoin on PulseChain? Thank you, sirs. Look, man, I want everyone's coins to go up. I just don't know what we can do. Like, I really want us to go up, friends. I don't know. Like, we watched Tom Lee put $12 billion into Vitalik's coin, and then Vitalik says, I'm selling, I'm going to write a book. Like, you know, we're in a tough place. We're in a tough place. But I do love and appreciate all the support. We've also got Street Guru with $5 Edoonies. Christ resurrected twice. He's the lamb slain from the foundation of the world. May 21, 2011, Judgment Day. E-Bible Fellowship discusses this. Thank you, sir. Was that another event? Another event that happened? The resurrection theme, okay? Obviously very pivotal to the pDAI thing. Because it happened literally on the Easter weekend last year. So for everyone wants context. Zoom Truth, Reptilian confirmed. We've got to play some Parmesan music and we're going to end with it as well. Thank you so much, friends. So we've now seen it. pDAI is magical. I've already told you. As the price goes up, if it doesn't go to 0, there'll be more live streams uncovering up here. It is a true unicorn. The whole crypto industry is watching, and I'm not even joking, okay? The whole industry is watching. You want to know why? Because they think you're stupid, okay? Because they don't see the liquidity, okay? They don't see how the non-existent liquidity is going to make this $1, okay? But if the price is going up, it doesn't matter. You look like an idiot, but you're getting rich. And that, my friends, is how FOMO starts. And that might be the key to getting us to 1 cent next. And then we can go and see what happens to then. I love and appreciate every single one of you, friends. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next